You ever you ever hurt someone? You ever say something to hurt somebody's feelings, and it hurts your feelings? You ever done that? That means you got a good something's good about you then. But yeah, I've done that. I do that. I've done it. You know, our boy Sean James, man. I listened to a video of his how he talked about it was going back to this Kevin Samuels. This seems to be what everybody wants to talk about now, which is another reason why, I kind of wanted to be like, in the black manosphere, giving my opinion and stuff like that. But them niggas are so they're so primitive with their thinking. It's about I was watching Jaws. I've been watching a lot of the same movie. I always do that, but Jaws I've been watching a lot of that lately. I always laugh too when the Quint dude gets eaten. It's always funny to me for some reason. I don't know why, but it's funny. But anyway, I was watching it and he said that Louis Dreyfus, Richard Dreyfus said, all this thing does is swim and eat and make little sharks. And that's the way most black men think, especially about sex and sex and sex. I need to eat and then I'll go to sleep and then I'll wake up and have more sex. It's just such a primitive way of thinking. And what I don't understand is maybe it's with the advent of this this Viagra shit. But a lot of these dudes that are too old to be thinking about sex are out here, you know, swearing by it, you know, popping Viagra. Niggas gonna have heart problems too in about 10 years. All this Viagra they taking. If they're doing all this, sex having, because they gotta be, because I'm the same age as them and I don't think about, I don't think about that. No. Or maybe some niggas think I'm, messed up because I don't, be on it like they be on it. So that's more for them. Leave me alone with it. But anyway, getting back to James, man. He talked about how he would have never said what Samuel said to the other dude, which any normal, rational thinking person would not have said or listened to. But he was saying how he likes to help brothers who, because he didn't reach the amount of success that he wanted, he wants to be help other men reach their potential, which he did for me. So that's me. I'm telling you, that's what his vehicle is. I'm telling you, the Almighty speaks to him to get to men who haven't been what they know they should be. Now, drugs have held, marijuana has held me back because it led to me getting in trouble with the law and stuff like that. But my thing is, I wonder what held him back. There's something that's had to be to hold him back. If he makes it, it's going to be because somebody reached out and gave it to him. And I could see somebody doing that. That's why I was going to buy his books. It was my way of helping him, showing him more support just for doing a little something for me. I'm not going to just show up and buy your books, nigga. I'm not going to do that. You're going to do something for me based on what I said in the last video. You should be knowing how I think from now on. I'm not, anybody except the woman who birthed me and the woman who was birthed by the same woman who birthed me. I ain't doing nothing for you unless it's beneficial to me. Tomorrow I'll be doing book runs for this lady who used to look like, I'm sure, Alyssa Milano when she played in Charmed. Now she looks more like George Burns, and she sounds like kind of like, yeah, George Burns. It kind of looks like Al Pacino too now. But when she was younger, she would have looked like Alyssa Milano in Charmed, and I would have been doing things with her because she wants to do things with me now, except she looks like George Burns, so I can't do it. But if she was younger, yeah, and she pays me and buys me lunch sometimes too. But if she looked like Alyssa Milano, she would still be buying me lunch and paying me to pick up them books because them books are too heavy for her. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, hurting somebody's feelings. And then it made me think about, my last job. They I called them and resigned on June 14th, and I got a letter just last week saying that they had, from the people that process our payroll, I got a letter from them saying they terminated my employment on the 5th of this month. They didn't call and tell me that. And I'm calling them, telling them, thanking them for helping me get to the next level and all this and being a good employer and all this. And then I found that out. So I called the dude up and he didn't answer his phone, of course. Like they got my serial numbers for all my equipment and was like, fuck it. We're just not going, we're gonna cut tie. My email was cut off. I was getting company email still that was cut off. Oh, fuck you then. So I called back. And I'm kind of sorry I did this because it did hurt my feelings of what I said. I said, you should stay off of that white shit because I know you was in that rehab. If you don't think that your employees talk about shit, You got another thing coming, so stay off that white shit. But basically, I basically went into it how y'all terminated me, didn't tell me, and all that. You said you'd be straight up with me. Fuck you. If you want sincerity, if you want professionalism, you're getting it right now. Fuck you. And, that was it. But I felt kind of bad about saying it. I felt immature for doing it, but it really doesn't matter because it's already done. I can't take it back. Um, 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 I would never tell them that I'm sorry because they weren't straight up with me like I think a boss is supposed to be. But at the end of the day, Pastor Dow, he said that you ain't gonna be nothing more than a field hand for these people out here that run these companies. So fuck them. They want me to fall off. Yeah, that's another thing when I talk about the other job. Yeah, if I'd have fell and got hurt, do you know how fast those people would have been trying to absolve themselves from any liability or any wrongdoing of any kind of anything? That's another reason why I don't want to get involved. Because I'll get hurt, and I don't even want people to say you should be suing, you can do it. And plus, my sister's a lawyer. No, I don't want to be involved in no shit like that, man. I don't. That's another reason. No, I get hurt here. I'm gonna be trying to sue you if I need to. I don't want to sue. I ain't gonna sue nobody if I ain't really hurt. But if I'm fucked up, I'm gonna try to sue your ass. And I don't want to have to go through any of that litigation and stuff like that. It wasn't worth it, man. But yeah, sometimes you can hurt your own feelings by saying shit to hurt people's feelings.